Good afternoon, everyone. I wanted to give everyone a quick update, and I know some of you were not able to make the conference call, so just want to keep everyone informed about what's going on, and a lot of things are going on both in central and western Nebraska, in our region, and across the United States and extending to Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. So I created a Prezi, which is essentially like a more interactive PowerPoint, and then have some things to also show you on this screencast, and I will email this screencast out to everyone. So just wanted to share information with you and keep everyone informed. So again, we have had recent activity across the U.S., Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands. So this information is a little bit outdated. The information is constantly changing, but we've had over 970,000 overnight stays, over 3.5 million meals and snacks served, and over 5,500 Red Cross workers are assisting with Harvey, Irma, and Maria in Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. So a lot of activity there. We've had some amazing people deploy in our region and as well as in our chapter. So thank you to everyone who has deployed. So lots of great things happening and lots of support being given to people affected by those storms. For Maria, on the 20th, there were 13,700 overnight stays, 931,000 meals served, and there were 150 volunteers in Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. So again, a lot of assistance going that way, and the need is great. So if anyone is interested in helping out and deploying, there will be some information about that coming up shortly. So our role, we've deployed people in logistics, sheltering, feeding, and in-kind donations. Regionally, we've deployed 140 people as of September 18th, so that number has gone up slightly, but again, we've had some great response in our region as far as helping out with those big storms. So action items, we want to get everyone gapped and get people trained, so when big things do happen, or even when smaller events do happen on a chapter level, that we have the people and we have the people trained. That is extremely important, and we want everyone on the same page. So we are going to have a call down list, and hopefully someone will be contacting you shortly. We have right now Doug Everett and Matt Everett are the two people really helping out with that right now, and really we want as many people as we can gapped, so that if something does happen, we can respond and respond quickly, whether it's something locally, if there's a flood or tornado, something like that, or if there are hurricanes or big national events. We really want to be in a readiness posture and be able to support and serve people well in their hour of need. So again, there's going to be a big push for people to get those gaps, and if people have outdated training, take some updated trainings, and that isn't a push to train or train for the sake of training. We really do want people to have that confidence level and be able to, again, provide the best assistance possible to people affected by storms. So that's kind of what we are going to do and be pushing for here in central and western Nebraska, and I know people are pushing for that across the region and nationally. Some things that are going on in our area on the 30th, so this Saturday, there's going to be a couple home fire campaigns. Michelle Hammaker has decided and has been very kind and willing to help out, and she's going to take charge and lead the efforts for the home fire campaign in Kearney this Saturday, and I will be in Binkelman, Nebraska this Saturday. And again, those are two great events going on. So if you do have that availability, And it'd be great to see you out in either Kearney or Binkelman and just getting out in those communities, installing smoke alarms and getting those communities more prepared. In Grand Island, we do have a home fire campaign on the 21st. So again, if you are in the area or have availability, it would be great to get some people out and get smoke detectors installed in Grand Island. Would love to see you there. And then throughout the month of October, we will be doing pillowcase presentations in Grand Island public schools, getting those kids prepared, and I'm teaching them really what to do if a disaster happens, and getting them to make preparedness kits. So if a tornado happens, they can have that pillowcase and grab that and get to a safe place quickly. So there's are some great opportunities coming up and some really exciting things happening even in our area. I know the big push and all the media attention has gone to those storms, but a lot of great things happening even in our area. And then I want to give you some resources in case people ask or you want to know. One of the big things that we are pushing for is monetary donations. That is something that is of the most use. A lot of people want to donate clothes and things like that, which is amazing, and I'm extremely generous. But the downside to that is it takes resources, it takes labor hours, it takes facilities to store all that stuff and organize it. So the best way to help really is monetary donations, and that can be done at redcross.org or 1-800-RED-CROSS. And that number is 1-800-733-2767. And also, if someone is impacted that you know, another great thing to do is register with FEMA. And again, no promises as if anyone will qualify for assistance, but that's another good number to give people if you know people in the impacted areas. And that number is 1-800-621-3362. A great resource that I like to use for monitoring storms is windy.com, and I will go ahead and show you that right now. And here is the storm right here. If you go to windy.com, you can manipulate it right now. This is Maria. You can use different filters. Let's go to rain and see what's happening rain wise. And I set it on inches, so here's the key. So the heavy rain is right here, and then you can click play, and then it'll just show the progression of the storm. So a great tool, a great resource, and I found it very helpful in tracking and watching storms, and it's a very cool website that shows what's going on. I'm going to fast forward it a bit so you can see what's happening. That storm looks like it's hanging out there. Not much movement. Maybe it's loading. Maybe that's why. Let's refresh the page. Sorry, it's thinking. We'll come back to that in a little bit, but just to give you other updates, this is the prediction model about what that storm might be doing. So thankfully it looks like it'll most likely get sucked out to the Atlantic, so good news on that front. And again, here you might get some impacts in this area, but it looks like again it's going to get sucked out, so that's great news. I found this website, I think it's put on by Rice University, and it shows some of the rainfall that happened in Texas. So again, a neat little map that shows the amount of rain that occurred in that area, and this is for Harvey, so that's a neat little tool. Let's see. Oh, it's working again, it looks like. So it shows the progression of the storm, and it's moving out. Let's rewind it a little bit. So you can click play and it'll just show that progression. Right now it's on a cloud filter, but you can easily switch it back to the rain filter, and we'll go there, and we can even come to our neck of the woods and zoom in and see what's happening. Let's see. It doesn't look like too much, but again, a neat little resource to watch and track storms as they go through different areas. I did want to show you guys that on Volunteer Connection, under 2016 Disaster Cycle Services for Central and Western Nebraska, I've been trying to update the calendar and get events on it. So right now it looks like 30th we have the smoke detector install in Binkelman and Kearney. Let's go to October. So Grand Island pillowcase, I have that for the whole entire, or at least it's going to be the first 3 weeks in October. Sorry about that. And there's a potential tabletop that we might help out with for a hospital. Still waiting to hear more information on that, but want to include people on things like that. We can't overwhelm meetings, but when possible, it'd be awesome to have different people come to different meetings and things like that. There is a Faithful Readiness Conference, and I'll also send out information about that and focus really around churches and congregations and places of worship, having them ready in case disasters happen. And that is again on the 3rd. Registration is free, which is awesome, but there is limited space. So if you know anyone interested or you are interested in yourself, great idea to get registered for that. And there is a THIRA, which is Threats and Hazard Identification and Risk Assessment Workshop. That is going to be out in Bridgeport, and Roger Gilming is going to be there. So again, put that on the calendar. And then on the 4th in Grand Island, they are teaching people how to use the rapid tag system. So again, there is that training there. A PET meeting, and that's in Platte County, and that's planning, exercise, and training meeting, and potential hospital exercise on the 13th, and then on the 21st I put in that home fire campaign, and so that's installing those smoke detectors. So I am going to be trying to update things so that if you have a question about what's going on, you can see that there. And again, just to keep everyone up to date, October is going to be pretty full with pillowcase stuff, and then again there are some other things going on as well. Another great tool that I personally use, and it's not a Red Cross tool, but something that I have found useful, is signing up for the FEMA Daily Operations Briefing. And here's the website. You can sign up for a bunch of different things, and this is essentially what it looks like. I have it pulled up to the page going over the storm here, and it says that power outages, 48,000 in Virgin Islands and 1.6 million in Puerto Rico. So interesting stuff. It gives information about storms and what's coming our way, or what's going to be happening in the United States. So day 1, day 2, day 3, fire information, space weather, and this is FEMA declaration stuff, so not extremely relevant, but again, it's a neat little tool just to have situational awareness about what is going on in our area and across the United States. So I use this tool. It gets sent to me every morning, and again, see, it was sent today at 8:30, it is a neat little tool, but again, if it's not for you, then don't sign up. But again, just wanted to keep you guys updated and give an update and an overview of what is happening in our area, and give a little bit of an idea about what is happening nationally. And again, things are changing rapidly as far as giving 100% accurate numbers with that. And the numbers that I gave you on this presentation are a little bit out of date, just because again, it's a day or two old, this information is, so a little bit off. But again, just wanted to give you guys some information to help keep you up to date. Hopefully this has been useful for you all, and if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.